Welcome back to Catholic Conversations. As always, I'm your host, Joelle Zarnowski, and this week we are joined by Father Jerry Waterman, who's joining us from Syracuse University's campus ministry. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Joelle, for the invitation.
Yeah. So we were just talking before we started recording that you're going to have your influx of students coming in here before too long, welcoming everybody back for the next school year, which I'm sure you're very excited for.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, campus ministry is actually, it's the Paschal mystery, because in May, when the students leave, graduate,
Yes.
they take off. I am lamenting and I'm very sad up until this time of year when the new incoming class starts to contact. So I have the death and I have the resurrection.
Yes. Oh, that's so great. Yeah. And I mean, like you do still have some students that are around over the summer,
Absolutely.
just not as many.
Sure.
But so can you tell us a little bit to start out about the work in campus ministry, what
Sure.
it is that you do, what you offer to the students?
Sure. My first job is to create a welcoming and safe environment. Okay. I'm half Italian, so I'm always hugging people. That the welcome is already there. They feel that. The other part of my job, I consider it an accompaniment. I accompany students in their faith journey wherever that is. So they could be, profoundly faithful. They could be, on the edge. They could be struggling. I accompany them in that journey. And it's awesome. I provide opportunities for sacramental things like Mass, reconciliation. I provide open office hours where no appointment necessary. They know they can pop in at this time frame on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday without making an appointment. And it's for reconciliation or counseling. I do a lot of counseling, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
But I love my job, and they feel loved and affirmed, I think.
Good. Yeah. I think that especially at a time like college, that is something that they very much need.
That's right.
It's a very stressful time.
It is.
Especially those midterms and finals every semester. I'm sure you've got
Well,
an influx.
An influx and food.
Yes.
Okay? There's the key.
Yes. Food
An
is
influx of students and provide them with something, some nourishment.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of the unique challenges and opportunities that you see through campus ministry working with college students
Sure,
today?
a few, I think. First and foremost, as you know, young people are entertained on their phones, tablets, and laptops all the time.
Yeah.
So I have to get some type of Holy Spirit inspiration to be able to be entertaining to them in my homilies and keep them interested. One student gave me the greatest compliment ever. He said, "Father, when you're talking, I'm never tempted to text." That is the greatest compliment.
Yeah.
I really believe it.
Yeah.
The other challenge, I think, is to get the students comfortable in their faith and get them confident so they can be the evangelizers, go out to the marketplace where they are, the classrooms, the dining halls, wherever they find themselves. Because I can't be everywhere. Right. They have to be the ones doing the evangelizing along with me and my staff.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge I see in getting them comfortable, taught, faithful, and then confident to go out. And many of them are leading Bible studies, and that's the greatest thing, to see peer-to-peer ministry. It makes my heart so happy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
And so, as the school year goes on, do you see that they do become more comfortable and maybe they start bringing their friends along with them?
This is one of your questions. This is why we're building a new chapel.
Oh,
It's because we've
yes.
run out of space.
Yes, yeah. So why don't we just hop right in and talk about that, your new chapel and Catholic Center?
Well, I was brought here by Chancellor Severud to build a program because there was not many students participating in Catholic programs and coming to Mass, because he himself is a Catholic.
Yeah.
And he said, your job, your charge is to build a program where students will flock in this place. And, well, I think I've accomplished that because not only have they flocked, but we're out of space.
Yeah.
So we had to build a new space.
Yeah.
And the university has been very kind in collaborating with me. And we acquired a mechanical pipe organ from Brentwood, California, a donation from a Jewish man who's actually dying. And he had it built for himself, built an annex to his home to house this organ. The university doesn't have one of these types of organs.
Okay.
And so it is a unique instrument. And so I collaborated with them. It is going in our chapel. So not only will we use it on Sundays, but the university will use it for concerts and recitals and training and teaching because it's a drawing card for the organ program. They don't have an organ like it.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's such a good problem to have that you've run out of space and now
Oh.
you have to build this new location.
It is, but it's been challenging because
Oh,
we're
I'm
also
sure.
renovating our current space while we're there
Oh,
and
yes.
functioning.
Yeah.
So it is a challenge, but
Yeah.
the students don't seem to mind, Joelle.
No,
I mean,
no.
they're there. They know. I say, keep your eye on the prize,
Yes.
not on the obstacles.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Now with the Catholic Center that's being built with the chapel, that's going to provide you with more space to offer more programming along with campus ministry.
correct. More
Okay.
programming, more Bible studies, more library space for the students to play and
Great.
to learn. Yeah.
Great. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So now with that, the community also is able to use that space as well, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome to our
Yeah.
Sunday Masses. We have a number of alumni who come to our 10:30 Mass and stay for brunch and hobnob with the students. And I love them
great.
to be great role models for
Yeah.
our students. They like to see that, even the old people are coming around to Mass. We don't advertise. It's more a student chapel.
Yeah.
But those who want to come, I welcome them with open arms.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've heard that people have gotten married in Hendricks Chapel before, have they?
I've done a ton of marriages in Hendricks
Oh, that's
Chapel.
so
Yeah.
exciting. My sister had her graduation when she received her RN from Krause in
Okay,
Hendricks
okay.
Chapel.
It's a beautiful
And
space, right?
yes, it was so beautiful.
This past Easter, we had the most participation ever in my 9 years. Okay,
Wow.
we had over 350, which was standing room only at the Catholic Center for 10:30.
Oh my gosh.
We had over 700 at Hendricks Chapel. Now the first level of Hendrick only seats 500, so the others were in the rafters
Yeah.
in the balconies.
Oh yeah.
What a great problem to
Oh,
have.
absolutely.
What a great problem.
Yeah. I feel like that was happening kind of across the country even because I know for
Absolutely
us,
is.
we had an increase of people who were going through OCIA this year.
Sure.
And it was really, really beautiful to see.
We had the largest numbers in a long time right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in 12, 14, 15 students coming into the church.
That's so great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's got to be great too for them to have the support of their peers that are involved.
it
So
is.
it's not just their families that are supporting them. They have friends.
And it's
that are
not
there.
just us teaching OCIA. I have regular students teaching OCIA.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah. So it's people that are their own age that are
Yeah.
walking with them and they have that shared faith.
Again,
which
if
is
they
so
have that
great.
confidence and they have that, ability, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So can you share with us maybe a particular story or moment from your time in campus
Can I do
ministry that
two?
stands
Do you
out?
mind if I do two?
Absolutely. Yes.
The first happened this year.
Okay.
And this is a year where I'm 40 years a priest.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. 50 years a Franciscan.
Congratulations.
20 years doing campus ministry.
Wow.
And 70 years old. And
All
so
right.
somehow my staff and students pulled off a surprise celebration for me.
Oh.
And I mean total surprise.
Wow.
And of course I would be surprised because it happened in the beginning of May and my anniversary is the 25th. The students would be gone after Mother's Day because
Right.
of commencement.
Yep.
So I wasn't thinking along those lines, and they were able to do it. We came back from a Sunday Hendricks Chapel Mass, and we usually clean up after the brunch, and I'm doing a lot of things. And finally, I see some streamers hanging from the door of the large chapel and from the kitchen, and I said, what's going on? And campus minister says, you're going to have to go in and find out, Father. And I walked into surprise with noisemakers and balloons, and it took my breath away. And for the first time in my life, Joelle, I was silenced. I couldn't speak. And that never happens to an Italian.
Yes. Yeah.
Never
yeah.
does. That's number one. Number two, and this has been happening every year since I've been in campus ministry, I invite a student who I pray very hard to the Holy Spirit in the beginning of the fall semester to direct me to a student who needs to share their faith testimony and their faith journey with their peers. And any number of them throughout the years have brought me to tears because of how they share. And those are monumental moments for them that they could own their faith, and appropriate that and share it so publicly with many. And a lot of them, it's a struggle because they've had struggles in their faith, so they're sharing the truth about their journey, which is so amazing for me.
Yeah.
So
That
amazing.
sounds so beautiful.
Yeah.
I
And
know-
spring semester too, by the way, it happens
Yeah.
both semesters.
Oh, great.
And it's one Sunday for each semester. And it's I usually male and female, but it's the way it works.
Yeah. Those are such moving moments because I know, like, for us, I volunteer with my parish's high school youth group, and we just went to Steubenville in early July there. And when we were coming back, all but 4 of our kids were brave enough to share their testimony from the weekend on the bus in front of everybody over the microphone. And I was like, that takes some courage.
Yes,
and they
it
were
does.
all very vulnerable and heartfelt. And it was really, really a beautiful thing to witness. So I can imagine the same for you, especially when, you know, some of these students, you haven't even known them for very long.
Exactly.
when they're feeling this comfort and this you know, call to share their story.
And fall semester is always a first year student, so it's
Oh,
we try,
see,
and
yeah.
we have a lake retreat in the mid-September, so I get to know those students really quickly.
Yeah.
And it's after that I pick, so it's usually November where they're speaking.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. So for our listeners that they might want to support campus ministry, not just at SU, but at any college, because there are campus ministries at many of our colleges. What are some ways that they could get involved or provide support to those ministries?
Well, first of all, we would rely heavily on their prayers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can't do anything without people praying for us and for our mission. Okay.
Yeah.
So prayers are first and foremost the most important thing, I think. We also need money. Okay. The diocese pays only my salary and my health insurance. I have to raise the money for my staff, and I have a campus minister, a student engagement coordinator, an accountant, and a director of development, an office manager. So those are funds that I need, but we also need programming funds.
Yeah.
I'll give you a case in point. One of our alumni, they had a issue their first year. Their roommate committed suicide. And horrible thing. His parents had very high-powered jobs, and they came and spent some time, but they couldn't stay. So their son was kind of attached to my side for a good long time. And I finally introduced him to a fraternity, and he got to be, you know, welcomed and loved, and he felt supported. But the family said, we'll never forget that. So no matter what you need, we're going to help. And what they do is they provide the funds for all of the food I serve to the students
Oh, great.
every year. But there's all kinds of programming
Yeah.
that needs financial support.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and we have a chapel that we've built, and we got donations to build the chapel, but we don't have the money for some of the appointments inside the chapel. So
Right.
we are definitely open for funds if anybody would like
Right.
to send. And every university is the same.
Yeah.
We run on donations.
Donations. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean, yes, wonderful that you've received the money to build the chapel, but then there's also going to be maintenance
Yes.
that is going to be required to keep it
Well, and
going.
there's pews that we need to pay for, you know, and we make those naming opportunities. So if
yeah.
people who are alumni of Syracuse University Catholic Center would like to do something, ours is the St. Thomas More Foundation. That's our actual corporation name. But if they would love to make a donation, it's tax deductible, and you know, it'll certainly help us a great deal.
Yeah. No, that's great.
But the prayers first, Joelle. The
Yes,
prayers first.
We
because
always need prayers.
it's the wind beneath our wings doing
Yes.
campus ministry.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. So before we wrap up, is there anything else that you want to share with our listeners about campus ministry?
I can tell you, in all of my years doing ministry as a Franciscan, okay, which is 50 years, the greatest ministry I've ever had was campus ministry. I spent 11 years. I cut my teeth in campus ministry at Elon University in Central North Carolina. And then the chancellor kind of begged me to come here. And I came kicking and screaming, as he says, because I was happy in North Carolina where there's winter was only a month or two.
Right, exactly.
And now it's 6 months.
Yes. Yeah.
But when I did finally meet with him, God had already told me I was supposed to be here. I went out for a walk, and I was just visiting, and I was on the creek walk, and I was praying to God to give me a sign if I should come here. And I'm on that little metal bridge underneath 690, and I look to the right, and there's an open storm drain, and then there's a iron-covered storm drain, and I saw stamped into this iron was the letters of my last name, Waterman. I looked up and I said, really? I looked down, the number 84, the year I was ordained. Underneath that, the number 55, the year I was born. I said, okay. Hit me in the head with a 2x4.
Yeah.
I cried my eyes out. But I knew that this is where God wanted me to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been happy ever since.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. And I'm sure that your students are so blessed to be able to have you.
I'm one of those people, Joelle, that if there's people, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm an extrovert, so.
There you go. Yeah.
If there's people, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah. No, that's great. Well, thank you again for coming
thank you
in
for
today
this opportunity.
and sharing this with us. And what I'll do is in our episode description, I'll put your tag for your Instagram account so people can come in and follow you and see all of the progress that's being made with the chapel and the ministry that you do.
Everything we do is at SU Catholic. Yes. That's all of our social media.
Super easy.
Super easy. Yeah. At SU Catholic.
Yeah. So I'll make sure we share that so our listeners can check you out.
Thanks
online.
So much. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And thanks to our listeners. We'll see you next week.
Yep. God bless you all.